You okay, what's up guys? Main reason for this video is I've got a few bits and pieces to run by you guys. And it's all about, as you've probably read the description of the video anyway, what I'm going to describe as old consoles going on the internet. Because people seem to think, obviously, everybody knows the Dreamcast did it first. As an official thing, that's what the Dreamcast was for. But there were consoles before that that actually did the internet on the actual systems. And this is where I'm going to jump in, because I've been doing some research on it as well, so I thought I'd just do a video about it and show you guys what I've come across for it. But like I said before, the Dreamcast has always been known for the internet, and as you can see, these are the clunky UK release cases. But obviously, with Choo Choo Rocket, because the majority of the time it was a pack-in game anyway, with the Dreamcast, you got the Dream Key. This version is 1.5. Obviously it's redundant now because it doesn't work, but still, everybody knows that that was for the internet. That was the first kind of jump into online gaming with other people. And this is what gets me, because there was stuff before that, and that's what I'm going to run through with now. Now, one of those consoles was the Mega Drive, but as most of us know, we didn't exactly get a lot of them. This includes obviously America, the UK, part of Europe as well. We obviously didn't get some of this stuff. So, but the modem was actually part of a release which was meant to be over here, but sadly it didn't actually come over here, and it wasn't properly beneficial to what it wanted to do. But obviously you could surf the internet on it, and you could also basically browse on what you want on there. But basically I've been looking things up, and trusty tablet fan. But the thing is, the modem itself, now this is actually on Wiki, but I'm going to show you. The modem itself, if you can see on there, that is the modem. And it fits on the back of the system. I believe that it only fitted on certain models of the Mega Drive as well, which was a bit gutting if you had, obviously I don't think it was for the Mega Drive 2, but that was, I believe, roughly about 96 for that release. And this is what I get, because there's people out there that go on about, oh, the internet's a newfangled thing because of newer consoles being able to play online, but with the Mega Drive you weren't able to play online, sadly. But the aspect of what you could do on that at the time, which was play, basically browse the internet and things like that on there, was a beginning, you know what I mean? It was a modem for a console, which a lot of people didn't know about. The second thing, and this is one that really gets my blood boiling, because it annoys the hell out of me. TV on your console. Obviously you can do it now because of, over here anyway, with BBC iPlayer, ITV Player, Netflix, YouTube, all that kind of thing. It's all, you can have live stuff running through to your console. Where the Xbox is concerned, over in the UK you've got Sky, and along with obviously streaming services like, again, Netflix, Hulu, Now TV for the PS3 now as well. That's actually been released over here. But again, the Mega Drive did that first, and it just completely baffles the mind on how they did it, because obviously it was aerial based over on these TVs, you know what I mean? It was aerial based, and this particular thing that I want to run through is pretty damn amazing for its time, because it'll allow you to get a signal from your aerial for terrestrial TV to play on a television. Again, I don't know whether this was released over here, but I know it exists, or it existed, and still does to this day, because there are a few out there. But yeah, it was called the Sega channel, and it was basically as if the Sega Tower wasn't big enough, with obviously a Mega CD, the Mega Drive, and the 32X on top of it. You've also got, obviously, if you had the modem, that to fit on the back of it as well. As if that wasn't big enough, guys, you had this monstrosity which sat on the top. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, I just think it's pretty cool how Sega thought that would work. But it did for a while. But that particular thing is indeed that there, which, if you can see, that is indeed the Sega channel. And can you imagine having everything set up all at once? Seriously? That could possibly be the worst idea of any I've ever seen. I mean, in all fairness, the Sega Tower was big enough with the Mega CD, Mega Drive and the 32X, so how would that work? But again, it's not about the tower, it's about what that thing could do for its time. Because obviously a lot of people seem to think that streaming TV now to a console is a new thing, and it's not really that new when you think about what they were doing with the Sega channel, because obviously it could give you pretty much the freedom to watch TV on your Mega Drive, or through your Mega Drive, because that's essentially what it did. You put your aerial into it and it went through the Mega Drive as a signal into your TV. But still, it was one of those scenarios that kind of boggles the mind, and the fact that Xbox and PlayStation 3, you know, obviously Wii as well, because they do Netflix and YouTube, but the fact that they weren't the first ones to come up with it, and Sega was that first. And again, Sega was the first to try it again with the Dreamcast. I'm not sure if there were any peripherals for the Saturn, which I've got currently playing behind me, but the fact of the matter was that it was a first by Sega. And this is probably one of the reasons why I love Sega so much, is because they weren't afraid to try new things. Obviously, in the end, it kind of put them out of business with the Dreamcast, because I think they tried a little bit too hard to rush their console out and obviously get that internet connection and do multiple things on my console. But they had the idea first, nonetheless. And it just amazes me, and I just thought that might be interesting to you guys, because obviously the Sega channel and the modem, imagine having that set up, and it's essentially a more basic version of what you've got now with obviously your PlayStation and your Xbox 360, where you can surf the web. And even then, the Microsoft Xbox, the original one, and the PS2 followed suit after the Dreamcast went under. They took an online system and made it so you could play against friends and things like that. They took the Dreamcast ideas and used them in a more realistic way. So anyway guys, I just thought I'd run that past you. So I thought it was pretty damn interesting, and I still can't imagine what that thing would look like with everything attached to it. Mega CD, Sega Mega Drive, 32X, Sega channel and the modem. I still can't imagine that. But end of the day guys, I thought that might be interesting to you, and obviously something interesting to cover in general, so I just thought that was a really interesting scenario. So, but anyway, like I say, every single video, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time guys, I shall see you guys later on. See ya!